Hi, Dr. Austin. It's me, Jonathan. Post mental breakdown. Just kidding. Anyway, so go ahead and start sharing my screen. Okay, so our first presenter that we have Sylvia Adams, and her topic is fashion bullying. Yes, that is a thing. And so basically, her topic just explains the form of bullying through fashion and through targeting people and bullying through their clothing or accessories or personal possessions that specific people wear. And um, the way that this is social justice is that bullying is a very harmful and very hurtful and wrong thing to do, number one. Number two, it can be traumatizing to somebody and follows the person throughout their entire life. And it is a form of trauma as well, is what I've also learned. And so there just needs to be more awareness on this issue because I didn't even know that this was like an issue, a social justice issue. I knew that bullying was a obviously an issue in our society, but fashion bullying I have never heard of. So, with that being said, two pieces of information that I've learned is the fact that um, there just needs to be more awareness on this issue, clearly, because I didn't even know that this was an issue. But um, what she just really explains is that the ways that people respond to fashion bullying, um, and you can conform, dress like other people to just kind of um, disengage in that situation, or just to combat, which would just be to continue to dress how you normally would, get help, and just raise awareness to other people. And the fact that just students would try to target other students and bully them just for the fact of trying to express themselves through fashion. It's just quite astonishing to me. So moving on, our next presenter, excuse me, we have Saul Azura, and his topic is Are You, You Know, a treatment of queer people in STEM. So this just basically explains the disproportionate of LGBTQIA and the underrepresented in the STEM system and in the workplace. And so, in ways that this is social justice, I found very interesting, um, very, very interesting that being queer and academic are just not exclusive of each other. So you have to, I guess, the mindset of people is that you can't share or just be openly honest about your sexual orientation or even like your identity, in regards to working in STEM. And just the fact that, wow, I was just honestly blown away about this because, I mean, another topic that I didn't know was a social justice topic. Um, I mean, they say that your work is defined as you are defined by the work that you do, um, which then would give you academic merit, but it overlooks cultural differences, um, and doesn't really acknowledge the LGBTQ community. So there just needs to be more awareness, um, which I agree in the fact that there is underrepresentation of LGBTQIA plus population in the STEM field. So, two pieces of information that I have learned from this topic is that um, more than 40% of queer scientists have not disclosed their sexual identity to colleagues, um, which I understand. I mean, it's not something that you just go around parading and boasting that, okay, yep, I'm just going to tell everybody in the workforce. You know, it's a private situation, and especially STEM. You know, these are academically intelligent and people. So, I mean, it's not kind of a topic of, I guess, discussion. Um, and the fact that gay men earn 10 to 32% less than qualified heterosexual men is just rather sad and very disheartening to hear. Um, and older and gay lesbian adults experience high poverty rates than their heterosexual counterparts. And continuing transgender individuals are twice as likely to be unemployed and 4 times as likely to live in poverty. Wow, that's just sad. And they're just 20, nearly 20% have or are currently homeless. 20% of the population of transgender individuals. Wow. Yeah, it just honestly breaks my heart because mm, but definitely this is a topic that does need more light shed on. Excuse me. And it just needs more awareness about, because our America today, we have just been progressively um, and increasingly been trying to get our schools to be more um, programmed to be more involved in STEM and more in the science, technology, engineering, mathematics, um, devoted. So, you know, there needs to be awareness and um, more light shed on this topic that, you know, there needs to be equality and there needs to be equity. Like yeah, it's just not okay. And for our third presentation, oh, sorry, I'm having trouble. We have our presenter is Cameron Barron, and his topic is Enough is Enough. So this topic is just basically explaining and giving facts of information. So our next presentator is why is it doing this? Okay, I don't know why my computer's doing this, but it's not going to go full screen, but sorry about that. And just pauses the video for some reason. Gosh. Um, Anywho, back to our third presentator. Enough is Enough by Cameron Barron. And this topic is talking about the injustice of the unjustified targeting and killing of unarmed Black men and women, an unnecessary uh, force of violence that is enforced on citizens of color. And so, in ways that this is social justice is just a topic as a whole. I mean, this is so applicable, especially today's climate and today's political climate. I mean, even ever since Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, like there has just been a lot more awareness. And I think people are starting to wake up and realize that, hey, like this is still happening. You know, the injustice hasn't just gone away overnight. And there needs to be a change. And there needs to be change. And change starts by doing something about it. You know, one person, it just takes one person. And so, yeah, there's, um, and just the fact that like these white men aren't getting any punishment for their wrongdoings of just killing these unarmed Black men and women. I just don't understand. I mean, I really don't. It's such a corrupt and unjust system. We think that America as a whole has come so far, but honestly, really, have we? In my opinion, I don't think so. But two pieces of information that I have learned. The fact that 5 times more likely Black men and women are likely to be apprehended by a police officer. 5 times. And 5 times more than any other person. And the rate of which Black Americans are getting killed by is twice as high as the rate for Americans. It's just sick, and it just really just make me sick to my stomach. And the fact that, you know, they're obviously going to get harsher sentences, be arrested more, convicted more, just simply for the color of their skin. And, you know, honestly, it could be the same crime as a white person and they would get the harsher punishment. It's just wrong. It's so much wrong with America. It just really makes me want to scream. But yeah, so those are the presenters, and thank you for listening.